All right, I'm Lennie Larkin. I own B-Side Farm in Sebastopol, California. I'm an organic flower farmer, and I started farming by growing vegetables, and I found it really important to connect personally with the land. That's kind of what drew me into it, and I started growing vegetables to think about issues of food insecurity and try to address those on a really local level, try to get people involved with growing food and then distributing food to the local community. Flower farming, in my mind, can be just as important as vegetable farming. There's a huge thriving flower economy, and if we're not growing flowers locally, consumers are still going to buy flowers and they're going to be imported, and we have so much less control over what goes into those flowers. Most people don't know, but I think the statistic is about 70% of the flowers bought in the US are imported. Ecuador and Colombia are two really hot spots of where flowers come from. There's certainly some really poor conditions for workers and some really harsh chemicals that are used in growing flowers abroad and then shipping them to the United States, not to mention all the fossil fuels and just the waste involved with shipping flowers from one country to another. So there's so many important reasons to buy local flowers. Those are just a few of them. It's also a great way to support local economies, support small growers who are kind of investing money back into the local community. And you can be pretty sure that someone who's growing a small, diversified farm of flowers or vegetables is treating their soil pretty well. Basically, to be able to get a good product, to get flowers that look good and hold up and are vibrant, they're going to need to be grown with care. So you can almost look at the end result of the flower or the vegetable and be able to tell that the farmer is treating their soil with care.
There's always something more interesting that you can always get. So I usually shop here and across the way, but usually I come here first and pick out what the most interesting looking textural-wise.
So you don't care if it's California or Ecuador or wherever it may be, as
no,
long
it's
as
just
the color?
it's got to be if it's interesting looking for I'm always looking for texture and that type of thing, so I can find more variety here. And I think I just love looking at everything that God creates. It's just there's so much variety. It's amazing, just like people, right?
Amy Crawford and Nick Vitas reporting.